both my parents were medical doctors. They actually met in medical school. My mother was someone who felt like she could do anything, and she could. Long before women's lib, she was out in the forefront. And I always loved medicine. I loved the idea of helping people. I loved the idea of making people better. But I also love the outdoors. I love the natural world. I love to be in the outdoors. So I was actually thinking about maybe a veterinarian, because that kind of took both of those things together. But then I was a Girl Scout for 12 years, and my Brownie Scout troop back in, third grade did a 6 weeks astronomy program at the local planetarium. It was a father-daughter astronomy class. And I got excited about astronomy. I thought astronomy was cool, to explore new worlds that we've never been to before, instead of just, getting a little bit more information about something we already know, to really open up the floodgates into a whole new region of space and a whole new region of knowledge. So that challenged me. And so I started taking all the math and science classes I could. But a turning point actually happened in middle school. And middle school is an important time for women in science, that a lot of women lose their interest in science about that time. But the Bell Labs was putting out some educational movies about science. And one of them was called Hemo the Magnificent, and it was about blood. And there was one that was called Unchained Goddess, and it was about weather. But they had one that was called The Strange Case of the Cosmic Rays. And the whole premise of this movie, it was directed by Frank Capra, the one who did It's a Wonderful Life. You can still buy this on DVD. It's still available. But the whole premise of this was science is a mystery. And here is a mystery of these cosmic rays. Where'd they come from? How'd they get accelerated? Where did they go? And you not only had to try to figure out where they came from, but you had to figure out instrumentation that you could fly up in balloons or rockets to answer that question. And so it really excited me that, again, here's some whole new region of science that's understandable if you build the right instruments. And so that kind of got the juices flowing to being an experimental space scientist. And I've basically been interested in that ever since.